born and bred in Tuscaloosa, not raised in Baton Rouge. Didn't ride no wagon train to Norman or to Boone. They said I'd never make it, just a name they overlook. Now I'm burning up their game plans and ripping up their books. No 5-star shine, no silver spoon. I came up grinding on a Friday night moons. Now they feel me coming like a 4th down blitz. Got them talking sideways, throwing fits. But I must admit, I can't quit. 'Cause I'm the outlaw of college football. Ain't no stripes can hold me back. I don't need their legacy or no booster money stack. I don't bow to no tradition. Ain't no handshake deals I need. I just play for pride, for fire, and the will to make them bleed. I ain't on your media darlings list. No Heisman hype, no clean-cut script. But every time that whistle blows, I leave my soul out on that road. They talk about dynasties and brands, but I built mine with my own hands. Ain't got no statue, no parade, just broken dreams and lines I've laid. I'm the outlaw of college football, the storm they never saw. I don't fit their pretty picture, but I still outrun them all. Don't need no love from ESPN, just a line to cross and dirt to win. Yeah, I'm the outlaw, the rebel in this brawl. I ain't here for fame or fortune, ain't no puppet on a string. I'm here to rid their castles and crown myself a king. I'm the outlaw of college football, tattooed in scars and grit. I write my story on the field, and I never call it quits. Let the legends play their history. I'll write my own new lore, 'cause I'm the outlaw. Yeah, I'm the outlaw, kicking down the damn front door. 'Cause I'm the outlaw of college football. Ain't no stripes can hold me back. I don't need their legacy or no booster money stack. I don't bow to no tradition. Ain't no handshake deals I need. I just play for pride, for fire, and the will to make them bleed. 'Cause I'm the outlaw of college football.
What is up, Outlaw Posse? What's going on tonight? We had a couple of you join me earlier today to watch, to see the Crimson Nations put on loan a little Sooner magic for our Alabama brethren to bring them a great comeback victory in the bottom of the 7th against that scrappy little Kentucky team that just, for a team that's one game over 500, which is what Kentucky's record is, they might be the best damn 500 record team in the country, because that team is scrappy, man. They gave Alabama everything Alabama wanted today and more. What's up, Stiff Richard, Fred Bagley, I believe, and Paula were the first. Yes, Paula was the first up to the box tonight in the Outlaw Posse chat room. Good to see you, Paula. True supporter, Paula, man. Just love it, Paula. Fred Bagley's in the house. Fred was right up there, too. Fred's been a long time supporter of the Outlaw Posse. Cynthia Bai is in the house. Keto Bandito. What up, Keto? Keto, is that a nickname or is that because you are a keto diet dude? Tell me what we're talking about. Michael Surs is in the house. What's up, Mike? Mike was just with us earlier. Corrections 101 is in the house. Wes Burton is in the house. Sooners for life. Kevin Thurman, Wamblero. Konnichiwa, my friend. Konnichiwa. So, as is the case, anytime you win the first game, we want to clinch it tonight. We want to end the possibility of losing the series tonight. And I expect that to happen. I hope last night's win and the way that they did it, I hope that shot lightning up there, you know what. And I hope they come out on fire tonight. That's what I expect. I do think they're going to ride that momentum into the beginning of this game and see if we can't pile on some runs. Let's be the first team to score today. I feel like it's we've been on the wrong side of that stat for a while now, for a few games now. Or at least that's what it feels like. I could be completely making shit up in my head. I do expect it to be Miley Wacheno tonight. I think Miley is going to be in the circle. Y'all bear with me 1 second. All right. I saw that, Juan Blero. We're just, that's what Barry Switzer said a long time ago, man. Oklahoma invented winning championships. And many of them. I mean, dude, if you think about the women's side of things, national champion year after year in gymnastics, or at least a threat to be the national champion. Same thing in softball, maybe more dominant in softball, which is crazy. Great basketball team. It's the men's side that we need to bring back up. The women have been holding it down for Sooner Nation, and that's just a fact. It's time for the men's sports to start holding their own again. And I think the good news is I think that's exactly what's happening. Baseball's on its way up. Football is absolutely on its way up. We got good reports from the spring game, man. Good reports from the spring game, which is awesome. And I think basketball is on the way up too. I really do. That's what we need, some of that Black Mamba mentality. That's what we need, man. God, I miss Kobe, man. I miss Kobe, man. Kobe is just the purest competitor, maybe. I mean, maybe even more than MJ, man, when you think about it. But Kobe was awesome. Now I smell something. What is that? What I smell something in here all of a sudden. Oh, that's what that is.
If you smell la 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 la.
What's up?
JPC is cooking.
What's happening?
I'm just sitting here at home watching WrestleMania. Probably gonna break off here in a second and go back in there with the family and watch WrestleMania. I know.
How is it?
Before we get a jackass in here, it's fake. No shit. So is Rocky. So is Days of Thunder. You know that shit's not real, right? You know Rocky didn't really beat Clubber Lang, Mr. T. You know he didn't really beat Carl Weathers. He would never beat Carl Weathers, ever.
Well, that's only because Apollo was too good. I mean, Apollo would have whipped his ass. Now, let's just be real.
Let's be real. Apollo Creed would have beat him twice.
Yeah. Apollo was the real deal. You see Apollo throw punches, man. That's no joke. Clubber Lang, get out of here. Clubber Lang's getting his ass whipped. Apollo Creed is gonna float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, all up and down Clubber Lang's ass. That ain't nothing.
There would have never been no Rocky 3 or Rocky 4. It would have been Apollo Creed 3 and Apollo Creed 4, and Apollo Creed would have beat that Russian. I know the Russian killed Apollo Creed. Didn't the Russian kill Apollo Creed?
If he dies, he dies. Yeah, he killed him, man. It was bullshit. That's why Rocky went over there and kicked that Russian's ass.
So if anybody stands in here and says, you don't need to be watching wrestling because it's fake, well, so is all the storylines that you watch on TV. All that shit's fake. Rocky's fake. Texas Rangers fake. Well, maybe not Chuck. Chuck's for real.
Drago, not Dragov. Drago. Ivan Drago.
I come in here because I thought
maybe he did have a silent D at the end.
I thought you might want to do a random four horseman shout out.
Sure.
You want to do it now, or you want to do it when this game?
Yeah, well, starts? I think you should call it out right now. You can call it out, and I'll call it out later when you're off the show.
All right.
Just text it to me.
You might have to write it down, or I can text it to you, whatever you want me to do.
Yeah, if you can, that'd be awesome. By the way, we already got 40 people in the chat. Thank you for joining us tonight. Good to see everybody.
I got a link up. I got the F link up.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay, good. Yeah, bring that one up. That's what I was going to ask you.
I'll bring it up.
Cool, man. And you can actually turn the volume on, and I can control the volume from my side, too.
All right. Are you guys and gals ready for the random four horsemen shout-outs of the day?
Hell yeah!
Because here they come. Your way and your way only. Scott Lester, 5215.
Nice.
Corrections, 101.
Corrections!
Tamara Dysart.
Word.
And
Tamara.
Our favorite Asian correspondent, JYK.
Oh, JYK is in a four horsemen tonight. I love it. I love it.
He's me fired up.
You guys are the four horsemen tonight. We expect you to represent hard.
Speaking of
Kenny
hard,
Bryan is in the house. Said Chuck Norris was a champion kickboxing bro. Smash that like button, friends. Oh, appreciate that, Kenny. If you're watching the feed, why not hit the like button? Kenny said. I kind of agree with your there, Kenny.
And it's even easier than that. Hitting the subscribe button, because then it tells you when we're up and on the air, so we can give you all this great free entertainment.
Yeah, man. Is that? Can you?
Nobody intertwines sports and comedy as well as me and the Killer.
We try. And hey, even if it's just my face is funny looking, that works.
We can get serious and dramatic if we have to as well.
This is my serious face.
Multi-talented.
This is my serious face.
That's right. We deserve a Golden Globe like Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I try, man. I put in a lot of work.
Sure sucks.
This is my surprise face.
Huh?
What? Nothing. I just showed you my surprise face. I'm listen, man, I'm a very highly trained performance artist. I don't know how else to call it, I got every trick in the bag. Nobody can act like Killer Breeze.
That's true.
Man, I'm ready to see some ass getting kicked tonight. That's what I want to see. I want to see, how do those young kids say it? Belt to ass. That's what I want to see tonight. Belt to ass.
Yeah.
By the way, Alabama put some belt to that Kentucky ass in the 7th inning tonight and stole. Kentucky just had that victory stolen right out of their hands.
I'll be honest with you. I listened to the end of the game. I'll be honest with you. I know it's Alabama's my team, but I sort of felt sorry for Kentucky because they've only won one SEC game. Only one.
Yeah.
And they've been so close. The last place team in our league, our last place team in our league could probably be at least the third or fourth best in any other conference.
Kentucky's record, they're only one game after today. They are only one game over 500. They're 25-24. They got to be the best 500 team in the country. I mean, because dude, they man, they're good, you know? They just can't win.
Well, Russell Nee said that you're a contortionist. I'm not sure what that means. You're going to have to educate me.
I know what he's talking about.
Russell,
are you getting in here tonight, or are you just teasing us, man? Where's the stogie and the headwear, the fashionable headwear?
As JYK would say, Kentucky would kick ass in the Big Ten.
That they would, and there's no. That's legit. Like, that really is true.
Juan Bolero says Nebraska would get its fudge packed in the SEC. Not with Jordy Ball there, they wouldn't.
I kind of agree with that. Not with Jordy Ball.
Who's the hot chick with the long brown hair in this?
Oh, I forgot. You're in the high desert tonight. I forgot you told me that earlier. Shit, my bad.
I tell you what, now the announcers tonight, they pretty nice looking.
That's Nicole Mendez. That's the chick I was talking about. That's her, right?
I don't know.
Am I tripping? I haven't seen her in a while, and it's not like I know exactly who they are.
You want me to pull my link up or no?
Yeah, pull it up, because I just want to see it. I just want to have it in case I need it. Yeah, that's her. She's gorgeous, man.
Mine ain't showing the same thing. Mine's showing LSU Tigers. You must have a different one.
Oh, maybe I have it on I might have it on the other one. Hold on, let me change it. Oh no, wait, I'm the one. No, wait, hold on, I'll change it. My bad.
Whoever you got is a better link than mine, because mine's still got the LSU Ole Miss game.
Change it to the F one. I mean the M one.
All right. Let me look it up.
No, it's F. It's F. You should be on F.
Well, I got it on F.
Well, mine shows Oklahoma.
Hold up, I know what's wrong. There we go. It had started lagging. How's that?
There you go.
Right out the gate, it's a YouTube commercial. All right, here we go. There we go.
With a $10 donation right out of the gate.
Paula Steiner. Paula Steiner with $10 donation. Are you any kin to Rick Steiner and the Steiner brothers from wrestling? Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump. Not too loud?
Nah, it's good.
Johnson, a 349 hitter on the
All
season.
right, you need me.
All right.
And if you
That was
want
something
to,
that we
at the end
saw
of the
early
first
on
inning,
in
you
this
can
game.
reshout
Arkansas,
those
they came out
horsemen or
hot.
something.
They were able to score
Yeah, text it to
consistently
me.
and just honestly getting on base. That was a huge key for them. They were swinging early on in counts, making most of those
What's up, Doug?
pitches that weren't quite on the corner yet. They're trying to establish their zone. Johnson, the captain, really a table setter for this Arkansas offense. The lefty.
There you go.
Thrown out on a little chopper, and Sydney Barker all over it for out number one. Barker gets this ball in and out of her hands lightning fast, and that's what you have to do whenever you face the speed of Johnson. prior to that hit, she was already starting halfway up the line. Defense on both sides. Very, very stellar, very consistent with those routine plays. But make no mistake, those plays, they're not easy. So we're going to have to give a tip of the cap early on, because that is going to be what really makes this game, is who's going to make those plays.
Ridley Bain stands in. Bain 0 for 3 in game 1, just a freshman. Got the start behind the plate last night, but is in the DP spot here this evening. And Ricano falls behind 2 balls and no strikes, but there's that off speed, Nicole, that you said she needed to establish.
Starting off behind the count, man. Starting off behind the count. Not what we want to see.
Ricano falls behind 3 balls and no
Miley
swings.
takes so long to warm up. I got a 72 Dodge in the driveway right now that heats up faster than Miley does.
You don't get the kind of offensive production that they have. 21 wins this season coming by run roll without that discipline.
When you talk to Coach Deifel about her team, they're a very fundamental ball club. Focus on doing the little things well, and they do them very, very well. The 3-1, a little mix of speeds in for called strike.
Hey, corrections. He also has hairy toes, man. Hairy toes. I hate to break it to everyone. Hairy toes.
Bain did draw a walk in game 1. 3-2 is grounded, and Emmerling will take care of it herself for the second out of the inning.
There we go.
I think the biggest thing with this offense is being patient. You get behind at the pitcher 3-0, you have pressure to put those balls across the plate. You saw Wachenio with the changeup. That off speed is going to be important that she establishes.
I'm guessing we're going to see Bella at first base the rest of the year.
Don't surrender those borderline pitches.
Line drive right up the middle, but Kai Minor takes care of it, and what
very nice
to start the ball game. We head to the bottom of the first, scoreless.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. All right. Now, if it starts lagging, y'all let me know. We got to do this. We're going to be doing this balancing act between jumping off of the Outlaw stream when he's got these ads and jumping on mine. And then probably going back to Outlaw because I got crap weather all around me. And I'm sure at some point the internet's going to put its you-know-what up my you-know-what like it always does. Yeah, we need to start off, Robert, with a crooked number right out of the gate. I was talking about that earlier. I'm hoping that they're riding the momentum from that win yesterday, that comeback win, in the fashion that they did, you know. I'll tell you what, JYK, you know why that's probably not going to happen? Because she's got to win 4 in a row to be Jada. Anyone trying to be Riley, trying to be Jada, trying to be Nicole May, trying to be Kinsey, trying to be Tiare, like, you got to win 4 in a row or you're not them. It's man, how good. I mean, as an athlete, does it get any better than that? As an athlete,
just hitting jacks.
No, it doesn't.
32.
All right, we got 54 people up in here right now. Please hit that like and subscribe button. And also share the show. That really
and just continuing to blast home runs.
And cares if they come in or not, but when you share it, it jumps up the algorithm. Just hit that little share button. Send it to someone. You know what? Send it to someone you don't like. You
It has
know,
been
just hit him with a spam tap. I don't give a shit. Just send it out.
So look at the Oklahoma Sooners
Derek.
starting lineup. Kai Miner
I'm a
leading it
whore
off.
for
Kendall
likes
Wells
and
will
clicks,
join her
just like
in
they
the
say.
Bottom of the first here, and Ella Parker in the 3 slot. And Kai Miner stands in. And talk about a freshman campaign. 470 on the season. She will face sophomore hurler Peyton Burnham, and Miners retired for out 1. Burnham gets
It
the
won't,
start
Doug.
in the
It will
circle.
not happen again.
9-3 on the season, but the sophomore, tons of confidence that Coach Deifel has in Burnham.
Absolutely, so important. But she's going to need that confidence whenever you're constantly facing the gauntlet that is SEC play. And now here, the hottest hitter in college softball, Kendall Wells. Dangerous hitter. You really don't know where to go with her. The only way to attack her is to move the ball around. You cannot stay in one place too long. She does not have a weakness. She has proven that low and away is not there. What I think Arkansas did really well against her yesterday was they started in the zone, they attacked her early, and then they expanded. A lot of times with a hitter like that, you don't want to go at her because she can hit so many home runs. Expanding the zone, she'll chase.
Burnham ahead here, a ball and 2 strikes. Wells, 1 for 2 last night. And look at that heat map.
I mean, there is quite literally maybe a small sliver. Maybe a small sliver, but look at the heat map outside of the strike zone as well.
Ridiculous.
Coach better keep an eye. Patty Gasso over there at third, just getting railed by a foul ball. Hey, that heat map is very alive and well, so keep your head on a swivel.
1-2 from Burnham. Drop ball just misses down a bit, and the chase is on. Wells, 32 home runs in 45 games. I mean, and if you look at being just too shy of what Jocelyn Allo, the home run queen, did in 2021, but look at that difference in games. The pace from the freshman, unbelievable.
Yeah, what she does is cover so well, and I think the way that she hunts and she attacks, and she has somebody like Ella Parker behind her, a lot of times teams have to pitch to her. And as a freshman, her presence and her just honestly her aura, whenever she steps into the box, you
Come
feel
on,
it as a
Kendall.
pitcher. Really great battle that she has going on here, 2-2, but I mean, there's a lot of conference left. We have conference tournaments and then all of postseason. I think it's safe to say Kendall Wells may see another home run out of her. 52 hits.
Kendall Wells now hitting just below 400 now.
20 have not been home runs out of that 52.
That's wild. I think if you
Kendall hitting 380.
talk about Kendall Wells, I mean, we speak about her as Burnham.
Cassidy, even in her slump, still hitting 409.
For the second out of the inning, and what a battle across the board as Burnham sits her down.
God damn
That's
it, man.
exactly what we talked about, spreading the ball, attacking her early on. She did a really good job of fouling off those balls east and west. So what does Burnham do? She goes with the off speed, goes down in the zone. That's going to be key.
Another nice.
Ella's is having a bad run too, man.
At the beginning of yesterday's game, you saw Oklahoma chasing after balls in the dirt and up in the zone. After the first time through the lineup, they're able to get it scattered.
McDowell fires it across, and it's 3 up, 3 down for Arkansas as we head to the second. We're scoreless here in Norman.
Hey, y'all, let me know if it's lagging. Let me know. Y'all let me know if it's lagging. I can switch it over to Outlaw. All right. Well, it's not the start we wanted. 3 up, 3 down kind of sucks. But, you know, we also have to constantly keep in mind that it's is it lagging for everyone?
Great game here in Norman last night, but it has been a wild week in top 10 softball, Nicole.
There's been curses, I think, in this top 10 spot. The amount of shuffling that we've seen, not just at the one spot, in the top 10. Texas State, they upset Texas Tech. Duke, they were able to beat Tennessee. I mean, left and right, everywhere you look. Oklahoma State and Oklahoma, they got to play at the home of the Women's College World Series in Devon Park up in OKC. They walked away with a huge win. And then today, Auburn, they shut out Florida 4-0. And everywhere you look, it's always an upset. You have to be on top of your game. I think that is the theme of today. Saturday, kind of that, does Oklahoma clinch the series? Does Arkansas come back and they even up at 1-1?
Senior first baseman Tiana Bell stands in as Machenio gets ahead
There
early.
you go, Molly.
Again, establishing that off-speed pitch, making that presence known to open the count. And we've seen the changeup from Machenio so far in this game. We've seen it in a hitter's count. We've seen her now open it.
All across the board, coaches, especially in that top 10, they have pitchers who can execute that changeup, that off speed, some kind of speed differential really, really well. Because if you don't, with the way that hitters are honestly putting on a show this season, you will not be able to last very long. Especially in game 2, both teams, you have the Friday night game, late night, lights are out. There are nerves involved. Saturday, teams feel settled. They feel more confident. So having a pitcher who can kind of toy with that confidence a little bit, it's huge.
Machenio rocks and fires. 1-2 is laced to the right side, but Ella Parker will glove it for out number 1. That'll bring up senior Atelia Rijo. Here's a good look at Coach Courtney Deifel in her 11th season at the helm of the Razorbacks. 394 wins, winningest coach in Arkansas history.
Always fun to talk to her about her team because the way that she lights up talking about her players, you can tell it's not just a coach talking about athletes. Somebody who really cares about the quality of life, cares about their successes, struggles with them through the struggles, and comes out on the other side. I think that one of the biggest things is she's been able to recruit huge bats out of the transfer portal. And time again, they say, what drew you to Arkansas? And that feeling of it feels like family.
Haley Wyckoff stands in after 2 quick outs. Wyckoff, the senior, 0 for 2 last night. The 1-0 catches the outside corner. You know, Nicole, you were talking about just the culture that Coach Deifel has developed at Arkansas in her time there. And, you know, we had the opportunity to chat with her today. We had the opportunity to chat with her earlier in the week. This ball's grounded right back up the middle. Gabby Garcia keeps it on the infield. A little 2 outs.
It's a great catch by Gabby.
Action, I'll tell you what. Gabby Garcia flipping it to Bayani, trying to make something happen.
Good things happen whenever you hit the ball hard. whenever you have a defender like Garcia, she's able to cover a lot of range. And you can see her say, there, good hit. Whenever you increase that exit velo, even if you're able to get to it, if you take somebody off their feet just for a second, you have the speed that Arkansas does, find yourself in a good spot.
Junior Kennedy Miller stands in. Looking for a little two-out rally here in the second.
Later.
Chenio falls behind the ball. And no strikes. We'll have to have a chat with her pitcher.
Chenio has come out and attacked these hitters so well. And I think whenever you get something that's ripped off of you as a pitcher, it can be easy, not necessarily, oh, I'm so nervous, but the feeling of, okay, I have to tighten up. And that feeling of trying to overguide and overpitch.
Chatbots talk. Base 44 Super Agent.
Wyckoff, really good piece of two-out hitting, but more than that.
As this game goes on, that's something that you want to keep an eye on. How do teams hit with 2 strikes, with 2 outs? Are there any rallies?
What do you do?
Did you have to
You turn your audio off?
I was turning that commercial off. I thought you had changed links.
I did real quick. That's what I got to do when it's on an ad.
You have to see it all the way through strike 3, out number 3.
Well, I'm still got my feet up.
That one's full to Miller.
Was you able to get out of the commercial?
I can't take your commercial off. What I do is I put my feet up while yours is on a commercial.
Is your feet up right now?
Working ahead.
No, your feet is up right now.
Oh, okay.
3-2
Just
down
leave
the
it just
line.
like it is, man. I got it.
Miller seconds, and they're going to
I
go
promise
to score.
I can-
Miller will score
Wow.
easily, and it is a 2-out RBI double for Kennedy Miller.
I don't
As
know what
White
just happened there.
comes around to score, and Razorbacks on
That's so
top
ridiculous.
here early in this ballgame, 1-0.
We just saw that batting average. Coutinho started off that
Anything
at
What are
happened
y'all
in the chat?
doing tonight?
for battling, even though it is a full count. How do you start it? She comes from
Are y'all
behind
staying? Are y'all going out tonight? Or y'all staying home?
that outer half. This is a
Right
good
now,
piece of
we're in
hitting.
there
You're not
watching
trying to
WrestleMania.
overswing. All you're doing
Oh,
is
nice.
trying to
That's
hit
right. You told me that.
down hard. It goes down the line.
We went to
And
Tanning
I
Hill
think this
State
is a little
Park
bit of
today.
a rare miscue defensively. Agbayani,
We have
she's
something
not set
called
up
trade
setting
days
for home, calling
at
for
Tanning
home.
Hill State
And partner,
Park.
she's not being
Like a
able
big
to
yard
get
sale.
that relay in.
Nice.
They're making a play at the plate. That is huge for Arkansas. No, not only to draw blood
Got
first,
me a
but
nice
to get that 2-out rally we just talked about.
off-color brown American
Two-out
hat.
rally
12
brings
bucks.
up the freshman
Pretty
Kyler
Nice.
Del Duca. Del Duca getting her first start of the season. She's appeared in 31 games.
Seems like a
Getting
replay
her
of last
first
night's
start here
game.
tonight.
Yeah.
Arkansas gets out to the early lead and then chokes it away.
Unfortunate injury
Let's hope so.
in game 1 to the senior Dakota Kennedy. Not in the lineup tonight. Del Duca filling that role, and those are some big shoes to fill.
Definitely a bat that you want in your lineup, but even more so the energy. Whenever you have her on the field, it's a game changer. But Del Duca, this is only her 7th at-bat all season. She's been able to
There's a lot of fights
shed
going on
that
tonight,
feeling
too,
of, all
I think.
right, well, I've never been
Oh,
here
yeah?
before. Whenever you get
Paramount,
at-bats,
don't,
whenever you're
ain't
this
Paramount
late
having
season,
fight night
even
tonight?
if you are riding the bench,
I don't
if you're
know.
paying attention, you're
They
ready.
might be. Oh yeah, they usually do. I mean, from this point, every night, every weekend, they'll have either fight night or a UFC event.
Jim Rocha come out.
Yeah, I know they took off
Talk
one
to her pitcher,
weekend.
and again, I'm
Sometimes
sure
they'll take
Oklahoma,
off
they
a
know the
weekend.
stats as well, but
But,
Arkansas has been very disciplined against
Got
the
fight
Tigers,
night going on,
especially
got
on that
WrestleMania.
the outside
The
half,
numbers
right?
tonight may not be as
Not
great.
biting, and typically she'll get
There's
some
so much
swings on
else to
those,
do
some
tonight
nibbles on those
besides watch
pitches in the river,
softball.
not quite on the corner of the plate, just a little bit of way, and you can tell this is something that Arkansas has prepped for. You don't look like they even want to go for it. They're chasing after those pitches on
It
the
looks
inside
like it's
half,
real slow
and then
now,
later on in counts, they'll go to the outside.
especially on X. Everybody's
Yeah.
watching WrestleMania or watching the fights. I'll be back.
All right.
Arkansas on the season, 28-2 when scoring first. You go back to yesterday, picking up the loss, but at one point early in that game, Arkansas led the Sooners 4-0. Sooners rallied back to take game one, 8-7.
Nice pitch,
Del Duca,
Miley.
big hack straight through the 3-1, and the count runs full.
Up until yesterday, it was only one loss.
Yes. A 3-2. Del Duca stays alive, and if you go back and you look at game one, I mean, we talked about it a little bit running into this game, Nicole, but I mean, it was just a back and forth, and we saw such clutch hitting. And let's not forget, we also saw two aces going up against each other last night who gave up more runs than what you typically see coming from Lowry or Heron, and that's going to be a hit by pitch. I think it caught the elbow. Regardless, it was ball 4, and the free pass will bring up Carly Davison, and the Razorbacks making something happen here with 2 outs.
So definitely, they look more comfortable than Oklahoma in this moment, especially in the circle. Mocheño looks like she's throwing just a little tight, especially early on in games. If you have a team that looks settled and comfortable, that makes all the difference in the world in this type of environment, especially as a visiting team. Right now, with runners in scoring position, they have been on a 2-out rally already to get one across the board. It would be huge if they were able to get something through the infield, possibly get another.
Carly Davison, the senior, with a check swing, and Mocheño's ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. First batter in which Mocheño has been ahead since Italia Rijo earlier in this inning. And to work out of a jam here. Davison 1 for 3 in game 1. It was a big 1 for 3, a pair of RBI. .365 on the season. Trying to put up a crooked number here for the Razorbacks.
So disciplined with these 2 strike at bats, whether they're coming from behind or Mocheño comes back to even up the count. They have been really making her work for her pitches. If they're going to swing at something, it needs to be in the strike zone or around the corners. Those big misses like that one right there, you can tell by the way they're taking, not even tempted. That tells me they're so locked and dialed in. How close they were yesterday. You have to think as an offense, as a team, they get together and they say, hey, we're right there. Make this adjustment, make that adjustment. That game is ours. Let's get it today.
2-2 misses upstairs. And just like that, what was an 0-2 count has now shifted. 3rd full count in a row. Mocheño, 38 pitches so far here in the second. .3-2 is hit well to right field. Parker is back at the wall. She's going to make the catch.
Nice. Thank God. Holy smoke,
And
man.
Mocheño
Jesus.
gets out of a jam. And Ella
Woo.
Parker flashing some leather out in right field. We head to the bottom of the second.
Woo. Yeah, we got to get the chat going, man. The chat, we got to get more comments in the chat. That'll actually help the algorithm, too. That's a good point there, Bill. Very good point. We got to get it going. We got to get that going. That's I got to be honest with you. Miley's making me nervous. Miley's making me nervous. Miley's got good stuff, but man, she just seems to start slow, get touched up more than is comfortable. You know, more than is comfortable. Let's see who we still got up in here. We still got quite a few people up in the chat. We've got 60 folks in the chat officially. We've got 7 on X and 53 on YouTube. If you're on X, leave a comment. Derek England, let us know you're out there. The rest of you, prove to me you're not a bot. I'm just convinced you're all Russian bots, is what I'm convinced of. Well, that is the Outlaws feed, unfortunately. So I don't know that mine's going to be a whole lot better. Oh, wait, that's an old comment. Never mind. Yes, getting out of that, Doug. That was it was huge. That was huge.
Only saves a run, potentially more, but not before Arkansas strikes first. And 2 games in a row where Arkansas has taken the lead early in this ball game. I'm DJ Sanchez along with Nicole Mendez. 4-5-6 due up for the Sooners, and Peyton Burnham back to work.
Now he'd be smart to do that one, Blaireau. Michael Jackson, what's up, brother?
Just efficient, where she retired the side.
David Whitehead, what's going on, man?
They're gonna have to claw back.
Good to see you.
Both offenses went 1, 2,
Thank y'all for joining us tonight. Appreciate that.
Great adjustment off of Wachenio. They tightened up their zone. They made her come to them.
I think the piece that I love about it even more, 2 outs.
I will say, I forgot to mention, once again, these gray uniforms make me want to vomit. I hate the gray uniforms.
Riho retired on 1 pitch.
I'm going to buy you one of those uniforms for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm sending it right back to you.
You can go out there and set it on fire. You need a bonfire going.
I'm not going to do that. I'm also not going to, I don't want no damn gray-ass jersey.
All right, I'll set it on fire then.
Whatever.
Garcia.
That's fine. I hate that gray uniform.
I'll roast some marshmallows in honor of your boy Jason.
There you go.
I don't see that too often anymore with pitch clock. Burnham in the middle.
I would say his last name, but I forgot.
Yes.
He's not that important.
Watkins.
Oh. Yeah, whatever.
Burnham falls behind.
Should be Jason, whatever.
Strike, and
not Watkins.
taking a look at just the growth of
Whatever.
Garcia from her freshman
I'm going to
season
Starksville.
Come on, man. Why are they not swinging at the stuff that's coming over the plate, dude? I don't
61 games.
know what is going on.
45. She's at 55.
Ah,
RBIs.
man.
The run production is up all across the board.
Nitro's got an idea. How about white with pinstripes?
I'd be fine with that.
Like,
White with
like
red,
the-
crimson pinstripes. I'm good with that. Todd, what's going on, man?
You could be like the Yankee version of Crimson.
I feel like she's been able to make some noise.
3-2 is popped up to the left side, but it's
And
going
that
to get
sun's
down
blaring,
in no
man.
man's land. And Gabby Garcia
That sun
is
got me.
forward.
The sun got us on the camera.
I was just about to say the sun got in my eyes somehow on that one.
Power numbers.
Oh, man, I need some
Fields were
shades on.
Close to that warning track out on left field. She was playing on the line, so she was on the right track, but just so deep that ball kind of flies into no man's land and just loops in out of range over at shortstop Riho. She was shaded up the middle, so it just was the perfect storm. And you get that leadoff runner on. That is huge because who do you have coming up now? Isabella Emerling. She had that grand slam.
All right,
tied
Bella,
up
come
after
on, babe.
Arkansas went up
Let's
4-0
go, Bella.
Yesterday. Talk about clutch. That was
I think I'm going to go
her
get some more of those
grand
kettle
slam.
chips and start shooting them and aggravate people.
Plenty of players that don't hit 9 grand slams in their entire career.
Much less one.
Like, I mean,
All right, let's go
goodness.
now.
And when I say
Come on,
entire
Bella.
career, I mean your entire time of playing the ball game. Emerling 9 times. It's Burnham. This is a little bit low, and here's a good look at that grand slam from Emerling last night, about as clutch as they come. going down to get the pitch, and really what turned in to be the difference maker for the Sooners.
That was the first punch back from Oklahoma. Later on,
JYK says that whenever Bella hits a home run, OU is 23-0.
But one thing that
Did you know that,
look at
Killer?
Oklahoma's numbers.
What's that?
Is the run production.
JYK said whenever Bella hits a home run, OU is 23-0.
Gasso, the hitting coach
I did
for
not
Oklahoma,
know that.
He does such a great job. Not only
JYK bringing the stats.
but also
Nice. Thank you, JYK. Bringing the heat.
sharpen up their mindset as a hitter.
Ground ball to Riho, and it's
Nice.
Emmerling is aboard.
They're feeling the nerves too, so it goes both ways. Apparently, those great, ugly-ass uniforms are blinding the Arkansas players too, so it's all gravy.
Who is one of the best in the country.
2-2.
This one is an easy
What
ground
was
ball.
that?
It's a tailor-made
2-2.
And
Need
Riho
2 Crimson
needs to get
wins
too
today.
far ahead of it. Those
2-2.
guys come up before that ball does. As soon as that happens, that soft bounce, it will
Don't
eat
know
you
what
up
we're
every
going to
time.
do when Alabama has to play
Back to
Oklahoma.
back, that flare out in left field, and then that
Not gonna
ground
be
ball
fun.
there over at shortstop. In Oklahoma, they have 2 runners on.
That'll be in the
Pickering just been
tournament.
struggling as
We
of
don't
late.
play in
He's a
regular
hitter
season.
who can hop out in a hurry.
Right at Riho, and they are going to get Garcia at second base.
Oh, snap.
And just like
More
that,
bad base running.
2
That's been a
outs
problem this year.
on the board.
It's a bad problem.
And Burnham. And out away from getting out of a jam, and Riho redeems herself.
Riho says, you know what? I don't like how that first one played out.
I mean,
Let's
she
try that
should
again. Let's
never
run it
hit.
back.
God
I'm going to
dang,
get the double
Gabby,
play,
come
but in
on.
style this time. That is huge for Arkansas. Completely relieves the tension.
Double play will bring up Ilana Agbayani. In what felt for a moment that the Sooners were knocking on the door just like that. Burnham's got 2 quick outs and 2 quick strikes on Agbayani.
Bob Allen, what's happening, brother?
I'll say this. I mean, this inning started with the single by Gabby Garcia, but Burnham doing a good job, hit spots. The 0-2, McDowell gloves it and takes care of it, and Burnham works out of a jam, lets her defense do the work. We're heading to the third. Razorbacks up 1-0.
That's just not good, man. That's just not good. Just not good. Hopefully they'll wake up. You know? Again, got to remind yourself that this is, you know, in the RPI and KPI rankings, apparently both of them, Arkansas is number 1. So let's keep that in mind. But that said, I don't give a shit who's number 1. We're Oklahoma. Like, what is going on? You know, that swagger is not there. Pickering it's actually, you know what? Honestly, it's Pickering and Ella. And I love both of them. But Ella's not hot right now either, man. You know, they're both right now. Just and then when you add Sid Barker's bat to it, you know, I think, Bob, you're right about that. Again, I expect them to wake up, but man, it's just a little disconcerting, you know? It's a little disconcerting that we haven't woken out of this, or at least that, you know, we don't have more players that have gotten out of it already, you know, like Ella or Cass, one or the other. Like, I mean, this shit's been going on with Cassidy now for 6 games. The Texas series, Bedlam, and now, you know, the first 2 games of this series. What they need to do, what they used to do, which is don't swing at crap at high and hunt the stuff over the plate low. You know, that's what they need to do.
You'll have 6 hard hits.
And don't worry, the
Just
other
squaring up balls
game
over
the other feed will be back. So if
Coming
this
into
one's
this
lagging, it
series,
won't be
ready
on
to
for
go
long.
tackle. What is it about Arkansas that just completely looks so settled and so gamey?
Well, DJ does a really good job of preparing our offense, and our offense is really good. So they trust the prep, they trust their plan, they have a really strong confidence in. I'm left, but I like what I see so far. Thanks, Coach. Thanks, and happy NFCA Day.
Hey, what is it that they say? Hitters hit?
That's because she's never been in a funk like this in 2.5 years.
In this ball game so far.
She never had a slump like this her freshman year. She didn't have one like this last year.
Back to work for the Sooners, and you know, you talk to Coach Deifel. It's always a fun conversation because she's just so blunt. And one thing that we've heard Coach say a couple times, she's like, "We are who we are," and you can just see that coming through in the way that this team just approaches every single ball game, and the way that they go about their business, very professional. As Reagan Johnson stands in, rounded out, back in the first.
Bob, I mean, if Alabama sweeps Kentucky and they're 2-0 right now, and we go 2-3, we're going to be splitting the SEC lead with them at that point.
Shading over from left field over to second base. Right field completely open.
I mean, we need to win, man. I'll be happy with 2 out of 3.
She held,
but
and Chenio falls behind 2 balls and a strike.
You know, it'd be better if we could sweep it.
Lots of hitters counts.
Obviously,
seeing such great discipline from this Arkansas offense.
We got 65 people in the chat, 55 on YouTube and 10 on X.
Defense. A little bit different than what we saw last night. Ella Parker being kind of shifted to center early in the game yesterday. Shifted to left. Kai Minor still in center. The count runs full.
That's true. I mean, you're right.
Two is popped up to the left side. But Ella Parker is there to take care of it for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Brinley Bain.
And the defense resumes back to normal. A lot of shuffling in between that first batter, Johnson and Bain.
What's up? I am Sooner.
Let's go cross country, basically.
She did
that
it
on
quick.
our Strava. Like
She's
miles
already
in.
there. Brinley Bain 0 for 1 here on the night, but he's got that average right at 400 on the season. Bain just a freshman. The 0-1. Lays down the left side, but with Chenio ahead, no balls and 2 strikes in a spot she has not been in a ton here as of late. So you got to love seeing the pitchers count.
Since the first inning, the first 2 batters. Yep, has not found herself in her 0-2. Mentioned her just being a freshman. It's been so fun to watch this year because I feel like we have a fantastic level of talent across the board, across the country with seniors. The freshmen have been so fun to watch, being one of them. Kendall Wells behind the plate, being another one. I mean, just the mammoth home runs, the consistency.
Kai Minor in center field. I mean, the freshman list goes on and on and on. Kai Minor leading the SEC in batting average not that long ago.
No, Womblero,
Go
no.
from an 0-2 to a full count. Something that I've noticed Arkansas do really well is as soon as they get the strike, they don't panic. They're not, gosh,
What's
she's gonna
up,
throw
Lionel?
another one right there. I need a swing. They know the pitches that they are hunting, and they know that Wachenio ball is expanding widely across the zone.
3-2 misses in the dirt. The 0-2 shifted quickly. Bain is aboard with the walk. That'll bring up Ella McDowell, and McDowell 0 for 1 here tonight, but has one of the hardest hit balls that we've seen come off of an Arkansas bat. She lined out to Kai Minor back in the first, and a little bit of action down in the Sooner bullpen. Sydney Berzon up and moving. Alyssa Parker.
Yeah, you look at the body of work that Wachenio has done consistently, falling behind in counts, and with that walk especially, starting off 0-2 and then falling behind. This is not an Arkansas team that you want to give any momentum to. You saw them go up 4-0.
Nice. That's what I think. I think it's the
I
right call.
think by getting a pitching change,
He's just not on tonight.
Oklahoma, because Arkansas is a team that can score quickly. They can give a lot of pressure. So we're going to see a different arm and try to stifle a little bit of
I'm going to be honest with you. This worries me too.
They're putting it on.
I mean, I'm just being honest. I trust in Patty. I trust. So, but I'm just saying. I don't know if Arkansas is who I want to put Berzon or KD in against. But I could be wrong about that. You know? I could be wrong. Paula, what do you think about this move? By the way, where is the Burton group crew tonight? Queen B, Richard, and Wes. Is Wes in here? We don't have the
Heard a Burton clan call out.
Burton crew.
Is that a Burton clan call out I heard?
Thought I saw Wes.
So, you calling out the Burtons?
Early as they go to Sydney Berzon. Berzon making her 20th appearance on the season, walks in with a 2.72 ERA. And
You calling out the Burtons?
With 46 and a third innings thrown.
Can you hear me?
But a big spot here for the senior, trying
That's your question.
to quiet down this Arkansas offense, who
That's like
The
you calling out the
been,
Burtons?
again, we
I
haven't
called 'em.
seen
I called 'em
wide
out.
shots all over the field,
Okay.
working gap to
Well,
gap,
that's-
but this has been a very deliberate approach.
No,
coming
they're
from
not
the
here.
Arkansas Razorbacks in this ball game as they run with Wachenio.
They're watching WrestleMania.
Probably.
What we have seen is hard hits. Hard hits on the ground, and that's something that you don't feel comfortable with consistently.
It is Saturday night.
Here, Oklahoma
So a
is
lot of people
Arkansas,
probably
they-
out doing stuff.
Hey, it is Wes. What up, Wes?
They are starting in hitters counts, and if they're not, they make it a hitters count. I like the look of Berzon coming in.
Wall is right. We have at least one Burton in the group tonight. We're good.
Sophomore.
Where's
Ella
Mom
McDowell.
and Daddy tonight, Wes?
Big hack for strike number 1, and Arkansas continuing to try to string some things together. This pitch is lifted to left field, and a diving play by Abby Dayton. For
Well
out
done.
number 2.
Well done.
That's big time. Down the left field line. And she got a good read on that ball off the bat.
This is such a great catch by Abby Dayton. The trust that you have to have as an outfielder to dive for a ball in the line. If it gets past you, that's easily 1, maybe 2 runs, depending on how far it goes. But immediately she pops right back up. Gets
There
that
you
out.
go.
And Berzon shuts it down.
All right.
in the third.
Now that is why.
On top.
That is why proof I don't know shit and Patty is the GOAT. Because I didn't think that was a good move, and she sat him down pretty quick. So, excuse the dumbass here, and let's just trust in Patty. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, quit running that cocksucker.
You need to shut the F up.
I know you like it when I make gay connotations.
I mean, I just find it amusing that you're so obsessed with homosexual activity. That's all I'm saying.
I know. That's why
well, like I said, if you enjoy talking about cock and balls, and my brother, talk about cock and balls all you want.
Hey, don't worry, I am.
I know. I'm good. That's what I'm saying. I've learned.
I enjoy making fun of it, so I got to continue to do so.
Richard Coates is in the house. What's up, Richard? That's right. That's right, Bob Allen.
What is it? What is a titty masher?
Patty we trust.
What's a titty masher?
What are you talking about?
Fred Bagley said, nice, good titty masher. That's what Fred said. I pulled the comment up.
I don't know what a titty masher is.
I don't know. I think
I can give you some guesses.
I think Fred's done dipped into the bottle.
I could give you some guesses.
Maybe he's talking about something with a gay overture.
Bob Allen is our resident Norman Tiger in the house.
Who?
The Norman High School Tigers. That's where Bob Allen's representing tonight.
Didn't know Norman had a high school.
All of those national championships.
He's got two.
I thought
actually Norman's gotten pretty big.
Sydney Barker.
I thought the University of Oklahoma was their high school.
That's their graduate school. There you go.
To left field, and what a catch.
Damn it.
Del Duca out in left field.
It's great. So he don't drink.
And we
They say he don't drink.
Big time plays. And that is.
So let us know what a titty masher is, Fred.
Flashing the leather.
Look at that smile.
Oh, a diving catch.
She was like, yeah.
A diving catch is a titty masher.
Okay.
Because she mashes her titties in the ground.
And making the shift, and Wyckoff. 2 in a row.
So nice she had to do it twice. Left field getting a lot of action early on in this game. I was telling you, DJ, during the break,
Arkansas is really good. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Burnt toast is a cock masher.
Because it's flashy and it's important. You need a score to win.
He likes to dry hump the bat.
Hard hits from getting across the board, getting runners on base. That catch by Wyckoff.
It does seem too easy for Arkansas. I mean, it just, I don't get it.
I think in this series, the little things are going to add up. You do enough things right that kind of turn the tide in your favor. Not even big mistakes, but just the little things right that just add to that bank account, add to that energy, add to that momentum. Softball is such a momentum game.
Kai Minor looking to start a little 2-out rally here. Burnham gets herself back in the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Getting those 2 outs quick was so important as well because Kai Minor leading off, but who do you have on deck? The home run hitter herself, Kendall Wells.
And Wyckoff back at the warning track, and she's just going to take care of the whole inning herself. Why not?
Wow.
We're heading to the 4th, where we get to have a chat with the Goats.
There we got a pitch and duel going tonight.
Yeah, that's the it's not good. Not good for Oklahoma so far.
Still 3rd inning. Long way to go.
We got a lot of game left for sure. A lot of game left. We're up to 77 now in the chat. We've got 9 on X and 69 on YouTube. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't yet. Yeah. Sooners for life. I haven't seen the dugout. Just the last few games has not looked like what I have seen every Oklahoma dugout look like for the previous 5 years. The Oklahoma dugout is always completely alive with energy and cheers and chanting going on, and just constantly. And there's none of that right now. I don't know what the hell is going on, man. I don't know. But they better wake up. They better wake up. Hold on a second.
And Coach Sydney Berzon coming in and shutting it down last inning. But what do you want to see from her as this game continues?
Induce ground balls for us, keep the ball in the park, allow us to play some defense, and work ahead and count.
Burnham. She has been doing.
All right, well, JPC's power went out, so that's why we got this feed. I hope it's all right, man. He's going to come back up as soon as he can.
Yeah, we're not getting our swing off the way we want to. Last inning looked more like it. We need to just stay behind the ball and drive it hard and swing at good pitches and just try to create a little bit of momentum right now.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Here, Coach, talk about it. Momentum. And Sydney Berzon looking to get a little bit of that in the Sooner dugout. You haven't felt like they've had much of it. Momentum with Arkansas, but Berzon looking to quiet the Razorbacks just a bit. Spent her first 3 seasons at LSU, 52-24 with just a 2.02 ERA, and this year 5-1, just 46 1/3 innings thrown, taking on a little bit of a different role. But we've seen a lot of growth from Berzon in her time in a Sooner uniform. A big spot here for Berzon as this game rolls on about the midway point. This ball is grounded, and it's going to be a foot race.
Great recovery over there at first from Emmerling. Looked like she wanted to go from that. Ugbayani, she covers so much ground, though. Very vocal. Calls her off, and Emmerling actually lost her footing. She was able to recover, find that bag over at first base. That is not an easy position. First base doesn't get enough credit. I think that ball was out of the hand before Emmerling actually was looking up at it.
And doing exactly what's asked of her is Riho is retired to bring up Kaylee Wyckoff, but inducing ground balls, as we heard Coach Gasso say at the beginning of this inning.
Kaylee Wyckoff, the ball magnet herself, registered all 3 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Made 2 really good catches right at the wall.
Well, talk about a shift in momentum. I mean, one of the hardest hit balls we've seen off a Sooner bat in this ball game, and Wyckoff making a great play for the first out of that inning.
Maybe it's not Wyckoff. Maybe there's just a giant magnet underneath left field today. Abby Dayton had that great diving catch over in left. And I think it also speaks to how these pitchers are throwing to these hitters. Obviously, can't stay on one side of the plate too long. They'll make that adjustment. But what they are doing is they'll stay away. They'll go with the off speed, pop one in, pop one up in the zone every once in a while, but continue to try to get these hitters to go out in front. Arkansas has been really effective with Oklahoma's bats in doing that. And Berzon coming in trying to do the same.
Wyckoff has scored the lone Razorback run as the 2-2 Grounded to Barker. Coach Gasso wanted ground balls, and Berzon says, sure. 2 quick outs. Going to bring up Kennedy Miller.
Adjustments. Out in front. Berzon does such a good job of just giving her defense easy ground balls, easy things to feed her defense. That's exactly where you want it. Low in the zone. Get them. You know these hitters are going to make contact. You won't see too many strikeouts. But Berzon's mindset as a pitcher is, can I get them to just miss the barrel? Just get outside of their legs.
1-0 touches the bottom half of the strike zone.
Just like that, so important. Establishing that bottom half of the strike zone. We did not see that from Machenio whenever she started. Now Arkansas going to have to change and defend a little bit more.
You've talked about it, Nicole. One thing early on in this game, Arkansas has been very disciplined. Not a lot of pitches that they've chased outside the strike zone. Wyckoff with the ground out. Probably ball 3. Speaking of ball 3, Berzon falls behind. 3 balls and a strike. Miller came up big time back in the 2nd inning with the RBI double. Has been the difference maker in this game so far. 3-1. Right down the chute to run the count full.
That's where, as a hitter, I know there's that fine line of being patient, but I want to hit with a 3-1 count and a pitch that is a mistake, a ball left high over the middle of the plate.
Out on the front foot, Kai Minor is going to take care of it, and Berzon retires the side. Arkansas 1-0. Sooners trail 1-0, and if you want one swing of the bat to try to tie a game up, Kendall Wells can do it. Chasing the single season home run record as a freshman, sitting at 32 in just 45 games, 37 set by Laura Espinoza back in 1995. It's been a minute since anyone's been in striking distance, and Kendall Wells has got a lot of games left to get there.
I wasn't great at stats in college, but 62% sounds like it's pretty dang good. This is a hitter who is lethal at the plate. Whenever you throw balls over, they have to be on the corner. She does not miss very often. But what Arkansas has done so well against her this series is they've started attacking early. I'm going to leave them.
And big out here as McDowell stays with it to make the play, and a sky-high Ball on the infield, and you see the big grin from Ella McDowell, but I'll say this, huge outs for Peyton Burnham, who has just been making quick work of these Sooner hitters.
That was a really good job by McDowell tracking that all the way into the glove. So you know how important that is. You do not want to give that hitter another opportunity to come up to the plate, especially when she just missed that one. That was a sky-high, hard-hit fly ball, but if she gets another chance, she may flatten it out.
Ella Parker fouls this off to the left side and out of play. And, you know, we talk about Kendall Wells and all the bombs. Ella Parker knows a little bit about it herself. 3 straight seasons, again, hitting over 415 with over 13 bombs, and just the middle of this lineup is just an absolute gauntlet.
It is, and Arkansas has just been cruising on through. I will say the last few batters for Oklahoma, there's been some hard hits, but the adjustments that Arkansas continues to make, getting the strikeout, getting the pop-up from Wells, the most lethal part of the lineup. Burnham, she's been making it look easy. Sure, teams all across the country are going, write that down, write that down. Let's see where she pitched them. But it's so true, because this is an offense that is so consistent that whenever they are held down, not just once, but twice through the lineup.
And Gabby Garcia has registered the only Sooner hit here tonight. And it was a single back in the second, and a bloop single at that, a dying quail, if you will.
I don't think I've heard that one. I've heard a Texas leaguer, but a dying quail is new to me.
But Peyton Burnham, you said it, Nicole, just cruising and sitting down, arguably two of the most dangerous hitters, not just in this lineup, but in the country, in Wells and Parker. She's ahead here. A ball and 2 strikes on Gabby Garcia. And you just gotta love the pitch placement. So deliberate. She rocks and fires, misses a bit low, but I like that location. Just the drop ball down and away. And it's back-to-back Ks, and Burnham is feeling it. We're heading to the 5th, and Burnham's burning them down. Arkansas up, 1 up.
Why'd you
That's
take
not
yourself
good.
off stage?
Because it's not going to help the internet. Just more shit it's got to load.
Did you take yourself off stage?
Yeah. Trying to lighten the load on what it's got to upload.
All right, well, I'm in the dark here.
Then
As you
again,
can
I don't
see.
know what the fuck. I have no idea about all this. As far as I know, there's little green fucking men that live inside my computer to make it work. I had no idea how any of this shit works.
It's because I think it's because where you live at.
No, it's not where I live. It's the internet service that I've got.
Yeah, that's yeah. It's either that or it might be because I don't know how far you live out from the city.
It's not that. It's the internet service I've got. I don't want to pay $150 for fucking DirecTV. I mean, for Elon's internet.
Well, you gonna pay, bitch.
$150 a month? No, I'm never gonna pay that.
You better.
Never. Ever. I'm not paying somebody fucking $1,800 a year for that shit. Fuck
the
you.
Razorbacks, and looking to add to the lead as Arkansas is up 1-0.
Is it my fault that the volume's so low or what?
Here tonight, after we saw
Skip Richard was pissing and moaning about that earlier. That's as high as I can get it.
Peyton Burnham has been lights out.
I ain't talking
so
about the
far
game. I'm talking about
in
just
City
everything in
Burzon.
general. Your voice, the game,
Quiet
everything.
some things down since
Really?
she has entered the game back in the third.
I don't know.
Cam Harrison stands in, getting her first at
Well,
bat on the night.
can't say we ain't dedicated. I'm in here in the dark.
Hit
I'm in here in the freaking dark.
seventh inning of game one.
You
I'm
are
looking for
dedicated
Jason.
fan, Outlaw.
I'm looking for Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers to pop up and shit.
Just came up a little bit short, but getting
Right.
the opportunity here tonight.
You don't like the dark?
Whenever you get the opportunity, doesn't matter what point in the season.
Wife's telling me to shut the hell up. She don't like that shit.
Give you another opportunity. We're gonna put you back out there. See what you can do.
Good take by Harrison. That pitch.
I'm gonna get that Michael Myers on your ass.
On the outer half.
Bitch. You could tell she was wanting it though, and I think the difference between what we saw from Marcheño and Burzon is she gets
I'm trying to put it up, Richard. I don't know why it won't go louder than that.
Takes the hop, and Harrison's retired for out number one.
I don't know if it's just the feed we're on or
Garcia not only to take that extra step back.
I don't know, man. I got it
time,
maxed.
but also using the ground to her advantage gives her first.
Yeah, I'm concerned. I am concerned.
Stranger to having to dig stuff
I can't even see comments or remove comments.
Also works behind the plate.
You'll have to take up the comment thing.
Good, easy catch. Love the way that defense is.
Yeah, that's fine.
Early Davison first.
Fred Bagley's comments been stuck there for a while.
It's a foul ball.
Arkansas has quieted down how aggressive they have been
Man,
at the plate within the
screw
first
candles.
pitches.
I'd rather be here in the dark than light a candle.
Multiple hits in a row. They have 5 hitters swinging within the first 2 pitches.
I could go get a candle though, if y'all want me to. If y'all want me to do this by candlelight, I'll do it just for y'all.
I think you got some nice ambulance going on right now.
Just the adjustment that we're seeing from Arkansas. And again,
What'd you say?
say adjustment, that may not even be the right
I
word.
said you
for
got
it,
some
but
nice
not quite
ambulance
as
going on right
aggressive.
now.
Davison
You know, man,
stays alive.
ambulance.
Drop ball, outside strike zone. But I think one thing we've seen since Burzon has
Talking to Michael Myers in here.
we're talking about being
He's
in
a
huge
hopeless
counts, but
romantic.
beyond that, competitiveness.
Says the man named Stiff Richard.
0-2.
Oh, good old stiff one from Richard.
Burzon gets her first
I
K
think
of the night.
that's Richard is long for no pun intended.
Competitive miss in that same location. Just a few
right?
pitches
Ain't
ago.
Richard short for dick?
Maybe
Exactly,
half the
Richard.
ball. This is where she
Hey,
gets that hitter to
ain't
freeze and
Richard
slow
short
her.
for dick?
Nico Wells behind the plate as
That's
well,
my
bringing that
well, it's
back
long
over
for
her
Dick.
pitcher,
Dick is short for
getting that
Richard.
strikeout call.
Oh, so it could be stiff dick then, right?
Well, that's what I'm.
Sooner
Yeah,
pitching here
Yep.
tonight.
that's what I'm thinking.
Gotta roll it back to the top of the order, and Reagan Johnson looking for her first hit on the evening.
I'm gonna go in this living room. They might hear my hillbillies in here.
the third.
Got one hillbilly right there laying down and one hillbilly on a chair.
Hillbilly Nation.
This ball grounded up the middle. Agbayani backhands it.
Run in and turn that tire back on.
You're right.
As Reagan Johnson is aboard.
I'm talking to Killer Breeze.
Great play by Agbayani, but again, the speed of Johnson.
All right, that's the first base runner Sydney's given up, right?
Straight up on this one.
There's a candle light.
But as soon as you take more than 2 steps up the middle, it's
Well, I
almost
ain't
a
got no
guarantee
lighter,
that
so I don't know
Johnson
where
is going to be
lighter's at.
safe at first because she just gets out as a hitter to not watch the ball in your first 3 steps to be so fast and explosive. It gets down the line so quick.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
And we're sitting here
You
talking
like
about
me
the
one, too?
shift, Nicole,
mine?
and
Nobody like that.
Abby
Burn
Dayton,
yourself.
who's in left field for the Sooners.
Don't try to get
We've
the
seen the
burn.
shifts each time is Brinley Bain.
Got a candle.
Blow it out.
But Abby Dayton I think is who fielded that ball.
This is our Michael Myers edition.
Agbayani play up the middle. But Ivy Dayton
Pretty
knows
cool.
Right.
right at Gabby Garcia, and that'll do it.
There you go,
for the
Gabby.
Razorbacks. Sooners.
I'm going here and burn my house
All right,
down
the
with a
Sooners
finger.
have 9 more outs. That's it. They got 9 more outs. 9 more outs is what we need, man. Nine more outs. We got to get some runs before we score and before we register 9 more outs. Birdsong is pitching pretty well, I got to say. Go figure. Patty Gasso knows more than Killer Breeze in softball. Shocking, right?
Let me tell you a spooky story by candlelight.
Spooky. Spooky.
I got the candle. Just for you, I am Sooner. There's the candle. See it, bitch.
Ooh,
See that
spooky.
candlelight? There you go.
Yeah, I see it.
I feel like I'm on an episode of Little House on the Prairie.
Go get some water
Wow.
for the farm.
Go milk a cow.
Something like that. Go tip one, milk it, tip it, whatever.
Squeeze the tit.
Just the tip, though. Only the
And I
tip.
can't even see the comments on here.
That's that Tuscaloosa education, I guess.
Worth today.
Reckon.
Holding that national championship trophy high. Pretty amazing.
Fred says you're looking good in the candlelight.
The team national championship.
Who said that?
Fred.
All around national championship. And here's
Yeah.
the most impressive things about this.
I guess we know how everybody got along in the 1800s, huh?
It's a 2-day event for the women.
Right.
And Faith Torres did not
I don't know how they did it.
until Thursday, day 1 of the national championship meet. And just no big deal. Show and go. I'm going to just.
All right, we got to do something here.
I think the Sooners today get a little bit of inspiration. The women's gym, they were trailing behind. It was down to the wire.
Whoa!
And speaking of
Whoa!
inspiration, Isabella Eberle
Hell yeah!
does it again.
Hell yeah, Bella!
Had the grand
I'm gonna
last night.
I'm gonna take myself off here so maybe it won't lag as bad.
Is a big one. Her 16th jack.
I don't know,
on
man,
the
if that's
year.
doing it or not.
First pitch.
Take it off, though. I'll jump off, too.
Eberle.
Just let everybody know we're coming back.
This game.
Y'all still get to watch the game. We're gonna take ourselves down so that y'all won't lag.
Take inspiration. How do you come from behind? How do you come up clutch?
Still
Eberle,
lagging
she
a little
knows
bit.
a thing or two about being clutch, as you mentioned, DJ. But this one right here, a rare miss from Burnham, a pitch over the middle and low. That is exactly the same location that she hit her home run yesterday. A lot of power. That goes on being patient as a hitter. Rare for Oklahoma. We're here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They still haven't gone 2 times through the lineup as they face Cassidy Pickering for the 2nd time. She's a 6th batter in the Sooner lineup. That is uncommon for this Oklahoma offense. That tells you how good Burnham has been pitching, how efficient she has been.
Burnham has been good, and with all of this, that is the first hit Burnham had given up since the 2nd inning.
She's sitting at 53 pitches.
Falls behind here, 3 balls and a strike. As this ball is struck well to the gap. But what a catch as Reagan Johnson lays out. And I will say this. As good as Peyton Burnham has been tonight, this Arkansas defense is stepping up and showing why they are one of the best defenses in the country.
Courtney Deifel, whenever you ask her about her outfield, she gets this big grin on her face, and she says, Johnson is so underrated. The rest of the country, they undervalue the speed that she has, and she said, I like it. I'll take it to my advantage. This is a knock by Cassidy Pickering, and she's able to track that down, hangs up in the air just long enough to be able to get it to it. I'm going to say it again. I love good defense. And Johnson, she liked to put on a little bit of a show there in center field. I'm going to see more.
Talk about the captain and having your pitchers back.
Well, I have a feeling outfield may see a little bit more action. Oklahoma, 2 hard hits back-to-back. Just mentioned, haven't been through the lineup multiple times, but you're starting to see those adjustments that they've been needing to make. Barreling up balls. That's what Patty Gasto said in the interview. Can we come from behind instead of swinging out in front? Can we get our barrels behind the ball, get our weight, get our momentum behind the ball? Those last 2 swings, I think it's safe to say that barrel is definitely behind it.
Ilana Agbayani grounded out to third. Back in the second. Looking to be a spark here for the Sooners. Get this going again as she stays alive.
Home runs, they are so fun to talk about, and they get that wow awe factor, but look at the numbers that Agbayani's putting up. 419 on the season, 44 hits, scored 40 runs.
2-2 is laced to left field. Agbayani is aboard. 2 hits here in the inning for Oklahoma. That'll bring up Sydney Barker.
And we talked about the efficiency of Burnham, how great of a job that she's been doing. We're here in the 5th. It is worrisome. If you're Arkansas, if I'm Courtney Deifel, I'm starting to get maybe some arms warm. 3 hard hits in a row in the bottom half of the lineup. You know who is coming up back at the top. You have Kai Miner and Kendall Wells lurking.
Big spot here for Burnham.
Just last inning, 2 innings ago, Barker had a rip deep in left field. That was the first hard hit ball that I felt like Oklahoma really squared up all game long. Came off of this hitter right here.
And Wyckoff made a tremendous play in left field. Burnham fires the 2-0. Agbayani takes off, and she will steal second base safely and into scoring position.
Great execution there by Barker. That one was a swing and miss and a steal. Agbayani, she has done such a fantastic job. The way that she slides into bags, she maneuvers her body. She's able to move her hands around. You'll see her go head first often.
2-1 off the cap. McDowell takes care of it, and Agbayani not able to move up. So we roll to the 9 spot in what was Abby Dayton in the 9 hole. We're going to see Lexi McDaniel, who has been so clutch for the Sooners in a pinch hit role.
You're talking about really good freshmen. We're about to see 3 in a row. If runs and hits keeps coming across the board, Lexi McDaniel, she has stepped up, and to be a pinch hitter, that is not an easy role to have. And as a freshman, to be so present all throughout the game, waiting 9 home runs, 29 RBIs as a pinch hitter.
It's outrageous, and had a pinch hit spot last night. Laced a double. And a big spot here for the freshman. Big hack as she swings Threw the rise ball up in the eyes.
It's a beautiful pitch there by Burnham, knowing that this pinch hitter who is known for taking big hacks, having big swings.
Little check swing on the off speed.
Uses the rise ball up and in to get her as she's aggressive, and then immediately going back with the off speed low and away. Talk about a spread. That's about a 15-mile-an-hour speed difference for what it feels like the hitter in the box.
The 0-2. Catch McDaniel out on her front foot. You got to love the pitch sequencing coming here from Burnham.
Goes back to the off speed again, low and away. You saw the way McDaniel's, a lot of power behind her, but whenever you lose your legs as a hitter, it's really hard to get something through this infield, especially for Arkansas, whose defense is so solid.
The 0-2 is popped up on the infield. McDowell calls everybody off, and Burnham minimizes the damage in the 5th, but not before Isabella Emmerling does what she has done all season for 16th bomb of the season. Knocks this game up at 1. And what a game we've got, what a series this has been. And we've got some big time softball coming up. SEC championship, conference championship week coming up to start the month of May. And May is softball month around the country. Nicole?
They don't call it mayhem for nothing. Right now, a little bit of mayhem already. Arkansas hit by pitch, getting the lead off. Dowell, first pitch. But you have to start looking ahead. Obviously, being present, this is such a tight series. Both of the games so far today that have been played have just been competitive. And DJ, you said it earlier. You're not seeing too much surrender.
This ball is struck well, and it's going to get out of here. Tiana Bell answers back. And with one swing of the bat, Arkansas puts a pair on the board to make it 3-1. And we talked about how these games have been back and forth in Arkansas. Gets punched in the mouth, strikes right back, and it was quick. If you blinked, you missed him. Bell, what a shot.
Well, who else was it going to be except for Tiana Bell? I mean, as soon as it came off the barrel, you knew exactly where it was going. Deep into the night, deep into the sunset. Close to that upper deck, that 2-run home run. She was the one that had that home run yesterday. I mean, just absolute clutchness. And she shifted into that 4 spot. Obviously, with Kennedy out with a leg injury, they put her into the 4 spot. And for Arkansas, comes through big.
Gonna have to be quick from Gabby Garcia. But Rijo is retired for the first out of the inning, and Arkansas. How quickly that happened, and I want to go back to this for a moment. You know, we were busy talking about all the amazing ball games coming up and postseason being on the horizon, but how quickly, again, Isabel Emily hits the bomb in the bottom of the fifth. First pitch, first batter, as Wyckoff shows bunt. Hit by pitch, right? And it's up there with the cardinal sin of pitchers. You talk about free passes, but you look at free passes, especially off an inning where your offense scores. The free pass coming around to bite Berzon.
And the only exception is the third. Arkansas didn't score. But other than that, in the second, there was a free pass with a walk. And then to lead off this inning, a hit by pitch. But if you add them all up, score 3-1, 3 free passes in this game by Oklahoma.
As Wyckoff stands in. Got things moving for the Razorbacks back in the second with a 2-out, 2-strike single. Came around to score in what was the only Razorback run, as this ball is hit well to center field. Kai Minor's going to glove it for out number 2. That'll bring up catcher Kennedy Miller.
You have to go back to Bell's home run because that pitch was in the perfect location, but the way that she was able to open up her body and get to it, I mean, talks about what kind of an exceptional hitter she is, because Berzon has been spotting and locating her pitches phenomenally ever since she came into relief. The biggest thing I think that Arkansas has struggled with is she is attacking them early. Arkansas not swinging too early in counts. So Berzon, she's able to establish herself and then maximize her zone.
This ball laced down the right field side and off the right field corner. I'm going to go ahead and call it. The corners at Love's Field are set up very, very unique. But Berzon ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2, big miss and gets away. Something, and Nicole, you had touched on it a little bit, but Berzon, in the time that she entered this game back in the third, had been very effective with her misses. Her misses were competitive pitches. They were pitches that you could see Arkansas thinking about taking a hack and then having to adjust. But one thing I think we've seen in this inning, some bigger misses, some pitches, again, in the dirt, some pitches well outside the strike zone, allowing Arkansas kind of sit on some pitches and find a way. The 1-2.
I think to your point, look at the adjustments that Arkansas has been able to make, the response. And we've talked about JT Gasso. We haven't even talked about DJ Gasso. There he is right there in the white hat. DJ Gasso, what he does as a hitting coach is just phenomenal. I think if your name is Gasso, you have to be really great.
Little check swing, but Emmerling takes care of it. But not before Arkansas strikes back. And talking about DJ Gasso being a great hitting coach, and Tiana Bell.
Too much surrender.
This ball is showing it why. What a shot as Bell gives Arkansas the lead. back and forth, just like we've seen so far in this series. But Peyton Burnham has been tremendous for the Razorbacks in the circle. 1 run on 3 hits, that run coming by way of the bomb. And Tiana Bell with the big 2-run shot in the top half of this inning. And this Arkansas Razorback team has just been as advertised.
The way that she has mixed pitches, kept these hitters off balance. The biggest hitter that she's kept off balance tonight, Kendall Wells, who sits on deck. Kai Miner set to lead off top half of this Sooner lineup, place that they desperately want to be as they trail 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. I feel like Arkansas, they have continued to respond every time Oklahoma makes a push. It's such a back and forth battle. That pitch just misses the barrel.
If you talk about a place that you want to be in this Sooner lineup, Miner, Wells, Parker. But so far in this ball game, 0 for 6. Make it 0 for 7. Kai Miner is retired for out number 1 to bring up Kendall Wells. But you know you're having a good night when you are holding down the 1, 2, 3 of the Sooner lineup.
Something that she's going to have to be extra careful with. Whenever you look back in the 5th inning, up to what Kai Miner just did, a lot of hard hits. And Kendall Wells, her last at bat, sky high, hard hit fly ball. Really good job over at third by McDowell, being able to catch that in foul territory. But one swing from Kendall Wells, and that ball could go deep into the night. We saw her heat map earlier. I mean, she does not miss very often.
That ball is laced. Foul.
And her presence of mind as an elite hitter, as somebody who is leading the country, not just as the freshman, but as an athlete.
Just 3 home runs away from the OU single season record, 6 away from the NCAA as this pitch is skied high. McDowell gives chase, but it's going to get out of play. And you were just talking about it, Nicole, in Wells' last at bat, skied high on the infield, and we're seeing some foul balls, but they're struck well.
Now, most of them starting to work higher up in the zone. Wouldn't be surprised if Burnham, she wants to go with an off speed here, try to keep this heavy hitter off the base path.
I like that location. 2 strikes in on the hands. If you're going to go inside, especially 1, 2, you better get that pitch exactly where it was.
Right now we're having some technical difficulties. My power's out. Technical difficulties, really. The power's out over here where I'm at. And Killer Breeze, I guess, he's somewhere in the background, I think.
He sky high to left field, and it's going to get out of here. Kendall Wells.
Kendall Wells with a home run.
Season. 1 swing of the bat. That is her 33rd bomb on the year.
Kendall Wells continues to impress time and time again, has come through.
Yeah, baby, yeah, yeah.
Again, this one was sent deep down that left field line. You were just talking about if you're going to throw inside to her, it better be in. This one, not in enough.
I don't think the lag is going to have anything to do with you being on here. Killer Breeze.
Upper deck out there in left field.
It's not going to help the lag regardless.
With her balls hit that way.
The only way to stop the lag is for my power to come back on.
That's going to be the day on Burnham. And what a day it was.
So it's still lagging even without Killer Breeze on here.
We are seeing quite a game here.
So if you want to just come back on, you can come back on, brother. In commercial breaks, so don't go away. I noticed a bunch of people left a while ago when the commercial break was on. This has nothing to do with us. So don't leave because the commercial break and nothing's being said. The lag, I think, is just going to be there. Like you said, just the internet out there in your area.
Yeah.
So there's nothing you can do about that. But this is what happens when the power goes out. Pretty much sucks.
That it does. That it does.
What I need to do is get me a laptop. That way I can go to my laptop.
It just all of it sucks, man.
Doug Mitchell said he lost internet earlier, but he's back as well. So a lot of people are having problems with internet tonight.
But Kendall Wells, with one swing of the bat, chips away.
This pisses me off, man.
Knocking her 33rd home run on the season.
3-2.
You can have good internet if you want to pay fucking $150, $200 a month.
Record. And this was a thing of beauty.
Every swing from her is like witnessing greatness time and time again. Not a lot of hitters can get to that location. Kendall Wells can, and she does time and time again. She is on a marathon of a stretch, and she has so much game left. There's a new NCAA freshman record. She's chasing history, too shy
of the OU
Seems worse to me.
As Ella Parker stands in to face.
What's that?
37 is the number.
Probably not. It seems worse to me.
Freshman softball player, period.
Who knows?
37 single season.
I live in an apartment complex.
All right,
so
Ella takes a strike.
I have a power generator. Fred.
Yeah.
Quite some time.
Ella takes a strike because she just doesn't swing at strikes anymore. But now, if this is play up in the zone, she'll swing at that shit.
Perspective for a moment. As Heron fires the 1-1 and little change of speeds.
Like I said, Fred, I don't have a pot. I live in an apartment, so I don't know if I'm allowed to have a portable generator.
Kendall Wells definitely chasing history. Of course, that record that is still set. Lauren Espinoza, she's played.
I know, Nitro. I couldn't agree more,
knows
man.
Something or two about
They're the only two doing anything. I mean, Ella's just as bad as Cassidy right now. At least Cassidy laced that last shot. They just made a great catch. But Ella's been just as bad, man. I'm surprised. She's lucky that didn't get called a strike. Why isn't she fouling stuff like that off and hunting balls over the zone? She's lucky that didn't get called a strike.
When we talked Coach Deifel before the ball game, she said if we saw Robin, it would be late in this game.
Unbelievable.
Nice change of speeds from Robin Heron to sit down Parker for out number 2.
I firmly believe in off speed, especially like that one. A little floaty, tight in on the hands. It is hard for a hitter
bad at that, man.
To be able to keep their body
inside. Ella's in a horrible slump too.
The temptation is turn and burn as soon as you see it inside. Really deceptive. Gets a good hitter. Get it swing and miss. And again, you talk about momentum.
We know, Sheila, there's nothing we can do about it.
Back and forth.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Outlaw lost his power, so we can't switch to feed, and my internet's shot.
Right there by Garcia. And you can see Heron really trying to attack these lefty hitters for Oklahoma, tight and on the hands.
The big spot here for Robin Heron. You know, it's easy to get caught up in the Kendall Wells bomb as she is chasing history with every swing of the bat. This is going to get up and out of play. But let's not forget here what a big spot this is for Arkansas and Robin Heron. Bottom of the 6th.
They
Arkansas
definitely have lost a lot of viewers.
A 1-run lead.
Yep.
Now with their ace in the circle.
Fucking Alabama power.
4 outs shy of a victory here in Norman.
I tell you what.
Very frustrated.
If I'm late getting that power bill to them, they raise hell. But, man, it takes them all day to get the power back on sometimes.
Yeah.
Heron evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, looking to
Very frustrating.
Save the Arkansas lead here in the 6th.
Sheila said, thanks for acknowledging.
Lined straight to Bell. And Harrod stops the bleeding, but not before.
Yeah, we can acknowledge when we're having issues.
Puts a run on the
And we're
board.
having issues tonight.
The freshman who can do it all, chasing history. Goes from 32 to 33 home runs. Not only puts her team within 1, but puts herself within 1. Kendall Wells, what can she do?
So you know whose fault it is, don't you?
Look how they just look so lethargic, man. Even right then, you know, they just look so lethargic compared to how they normally look. I think they're shocked that they're getting their asses punched in the face, and they
Arkansas done it to Alabama too. So
yeah,
that's a bad thing.
They're good. They're good.
They're probably going to get one of these.
You know.
I don't think I'd be surprised if y'all swept them.
Yeah, but you say that, but see, they're playing at home, man. That makes a huge difference, you know.
Well, we played them in Tuscaloosa,
but they're playing at home, so
we played them here in Tuscaloosa, and we didn't sweep them.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know Norman so much better.
When you're a national, it's not about Oklahoma, but I'm just saying, when you're a national championship team, you do that kind of thing. So maybe Alabama and Oklahoma aren't national champions this year. You know?
I don't know.
They should be handling business at home.
I don't know. Top 10 team, that's a big ask.
I mean, man, if you just go look back in softball history, that's kind of how it's been. You know, the teams that are winning the national championships. That's what they're doing at home, and not just Oklahoma. All the other teams that include. Go back and look at what Alabama did the year they won a national championship. I bet you they swept some top 10 teams at home.
I bet you didn't sweep all of them though.
That's not. Did I ever say you had to sweep all of them?
I didn't. I
never said that.
I just telling you, I don't think we swept all of them.
58 mile
Never said you did.
Speed.
Spurs on the 1 blemish on the night. The 2-run shot.
I'll just take that Arkansas ass whipping and you just like it. That's what you do.
That's why don't you just say it? You want to see Oklahoma lose a game. Why don't you just say it?
No, I don't really want to see Oklahoma lose because they hurt
really
me.
Do. Because that's what you do. You just throw that in. You just throw it in. You can't let it. You know, that's what you want. You just don't
it's called being unbiased.
It's not it, man. You refuse to let me say anything about Oklahoma. If I say anything about Oklahoma that suggests that they are a little bit better than average, I want to make sure you jump in there and reset it. Oh, hold on a second.
I'm just giving you a different point of view.
That's not how it is. Well, that's how it's been.
I'm just giving you a different point of view. I'm just giving you a different point of view.
Yeah.
Not enough. Courtney Deifel, whenever we were talking to her earlier on, what felt like ages ago, when Arkansas had the lead by 1, she said it's not enough.
Numbers back up a little bit.
Barker and
yeah, it doesn't look like. I don't know, man. It's
able
just
to make
the
number 1.
So frustrating.
With hands over there by Emmerling at first.
You know whose fault that is, don't you?
So impressed with her. The
Whose
senior,
fault?
a catcher.
Heath Stokes' fault.
Kendall Wells step in. We just saw what she can do in the box, but behind the
I'm good with that.
Spot as a starting catcher.
It's all Heath's fault. He's the one to give you that internet.
What can I do? How can I support my team? You heard it in the interview yesterday. And she comes up clutch time and time again offensively, but also at first base. Several plays today where it's been very heads up, makes some great digs, great tag over at first.
All right, come on now.
Senior Carly Davison stands in 0 for 2 here tonight, and
you better take it. You better take
in the house
get something rolling here for Arkansas. Struck out looking back in the 5th.
A lot of production. If she can turn this lineup over, it has come from the top half.
West Burton said they're getting the Burton numbers back up.
McDowell as well, and then Bell dangerous in that 4 spot. On all the base runners that you can get for that hard-hitting offense, because like you said, one run just doesn't feel like enough. The series has been littered with comeback hits, comeback home runs. These hitters are just too clutch. That one,
Tammy Burton said she's still cold from riding.
the outside half takes it for the
Tammy's
ball.
out riding a motorcycle.
2 here.
Yeah, you're right.
Very disciplined with 2 strikes all game long.
Spurs on fires the 2-2. Barker taking care of it again. 2 quick outs will roll it back up to the top in Reagan Johnson. And there's a look at Dakota Kennedy, who suffered an injury in game.
Figured out how to get to the comments from my phone at least.
How'd you do it?
Looking to be in good spirits.
I just fiddling around with shit.
Is it on the StreamYard app or is it what is it on?
To get some insurance here, but Arkansas has
I'm on my StreamYard app with my phone.
Okay.
Right? Sooners tied it up, but Arkansas has not trailed in this game at all. In doing all of this, arguably without one of their best with one of their best players injured and not in the lineup tonight. And you talk about everything that Kennedy brings.
Alabama Power can suck my cock.
But one of the leaders for this Razorback.
Is that the name of the company?
Well, her presence
Yep.
in the dugout for sure, definitely making herself feel felt.
Do they serve the whole state?
Keep that spirit up for her
Yep.
team. And I think
Monopoly.
big time.
We don't have any other power company here but that one.
Until she is
Oh, wow.
feeling good, really putting a cap.
I don't know how it is in Texas, but we don't have one power company.
Here, the way that she is
We got a
calmed down and
couple
shut
we
down
can
this
choose from.
offense that is so good.
And that's why they monopolize the hell out of it, and they just charge the hell out of you.
It's
We're
just
nearing
bullshit,
that
man.
postseason time,
We
so
got our numbers back up
you
to
want your
67.
players to get hot right at the right time.
Well, it's my fault.
Johnson, definitely a player who's
It
getting
ain't your
on
fault.
Spurs on
It's not your fault the power went
here
out.
in this game. 2
Yeah.
Little chopper right
Feels
back
like
to
my
Berzon. Gonna
fault.
have to be quick.
All right,
Nice.
we should go now. All right,
Told
I'm
you.
we got one shot here.
The side. Last
I
call
told you, man,
for
it's
the
Heath Stokes'
Sooners.
fault.
Isabella Emmerling leading it.
Well, that is true.
Just messing with you. It's my fault because my power went out.
What's up, Derek England? Good to see you, brother. We're sorry about the lag tonight. We know what's happening. We're dealing with we normally have a redundancy in place that got screwed tonight. And, you know, what can I say, man? Story of my life.
Derek England said he goes with Dominion Power. Right now we're in a commercial break, so don't leave. The game will be back on in just a second, and you will be able to hear the play-by-play from the ESPN Hotties. Actually got a couple of Hotties tonight calling the game.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Little Nicole
Y'all
Mendez,
don't-
which is always nice.
Y'all don't go away. We see the numbers are back up. Power's still not on here, though.
Isn't that crazy? You're right, man. They want your check as soon as it comes in. But, man, when you need that power delivered at a certain time, boy,
That's right.
that doesn't matter. Well, I appreciate that, Derek. At least you have the sound for now. And tomorrow, I've got something in mind that might fix this tomorrow. It's gonna cost me a little money, but it's all right.
What you gonna do?
Isabella Emmerling with the grand
I'm gonna go get a
off of Heron.
hotspot dedicated just for this.
And
Okay.
taking care of business, doing it here again in game 2 with the jack back in the 5th. Emmerling been responsible for 5 Sooner runs in this series with 2 swings of the bat.
Yeah,
Thank you, Sam. I appreciate
She
that,
has
man.
tied a score.
Stiff Richard said the hot
Has
spot
the
as well.
opportunity here, Arkansas, they lead 3-2 in a massive swing. That home
I'm
run
doing mine by candlelight.
yesterday, it came off
That's
the
how
pitcher that was
dedicated we are.
today with Heron. This is a rematch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just coming from
Candle.
blood, that first pitch had a lot of movement. And what a spot here.
All right.
Robin Heron,
1 ball, 1 strike.
the
the
senior
count.
captain.
Heron is
being
their
called
8th.
upon
Heron. Get on that Heron, dog.
here in the 7th.
The 1-1 pitch is on the way.
3 outs away from an Arkansas victory. It's Emmerling.
Emily
Has that
pops
ball
it back.
You can just feel the tension, Nicole.
You'll have to take this one off.
Knowing who's up, she's preparing herself that
What's that?
entire last half.
You'll
inning.
have to end this stream for me.
She knows exactly
Yeah, I can.
the swing. She
Come on, Bella.
replayed it and gone.
We
I
need
was
you.
thrown here. I want the rematch. I want the opportunity, and she gets it here to start off the 7th inning. 1-2. Fouled off and continuing to challenge.
Starlink's too
And then on the
expensive,
flip
Fred. That's
side,
just like
Isabella
$150
Emmerling,
a
you've
month.
had a
I'm
lot
not
of success
spending
these past few
$1,800 a
days,
year on
but you
internet.
have to keep
Fuck
yourself grounded in the moment in this at bat right here.
If he lowers the price, I'm all over it.
Should Elon be having to charge anything
For both of
for
these
internet
two,
as much money as he makes?
No.
And they're
Well, look at
honestly,
him.
phenomenal jobs this season.
They
to
bought
kind of
freaking
come clutch,
bought X.
relying on
he could at least make it to where it's cheaper than $150 damn dollars a month, plus the hardware you gotta buy.
And you go at each
That's
other.
pretty
and
gay.
everyone with best stuff here.
It is.
Speaking of best stuff, Robin Heron sits down.
What time is the
Timberlake.
game tomorrow? Paula Steiner
She
said.
swings through the
The
changeup.
game tomorrow
You gotta love
is.
the location, Nicole.
Yours is only
Strikeouts
50?
today from Robin Heron have come on this changeup down in the dirt.
Yeah.
And that's something that pitchers work on time.
I
and
looked
time
into it
again,
last year. It was
especially
like
whenever you know
$150,
you're so
but
far
maybe
ahead of the
it's
count.
different
You
now.
want something where that catcher is catching it right at
50
the
is
dirt.
great.
Beautiful location. Cassidy Pickering lines this to center field.
Ah,
That's out number 2. Arkansas.
you just can't get a hit, man. Damn, dude.
From picking up the win, Oklahoma leads this series 30-2.
He hasn't gotten a hit in like
the last time
just
Arkansas
one
Hear
hit
that?
in like the last
won a
20
game
at
against the
bats.
Sooners,
Did you hear that shit? Did you hear
What's
that?
This Arkansas team,
Oklahoma
they looked
leads
ready.
this
They looked
series
ready yesterday.
30-2.
Fell a little short tonight. They have been
So y'all are doing Arkansas ass whipping.
Agbayani stands
Yeah, it
in,
sounds like we're getting it now. So
accounted for one of the 4 Sooner hits here
They're a
tonight.
good team.
no, they're absolutely a good team.
A lot of people don't think about them. They talk about Alabama,
Ground ball
Texas,
to the right
Oklahoma.
side. Davison fires it. Razorbacks win. First Arkansas win over the Sooners in 17 years.
17 years.
This is
Damn.
their first win
Holy shit.
over a number 1 ranked team in program history since 2012. Their third win
Well, I tell
overall.
you what,
Arkansas,
man.
they want to come into a
Oklahoma's got some
place
soul searching
like
to do
Love
tonight.
Field.
Who are they? What
Put
kind
out a
of team
statement,
are
not
they?
just for the series,
Because the
but
thing
for the
that's
rest
the
of the
thing that
country that's
bothers
sitting
me
around
is
and
not the
watching
loss.
and wondering
What
is
bothers
Arkansas
me
gonna
is
do?
the at bats. You know, they're swinging at stuff they normally don't swing at, and they're not. They were known for hunting certain pitches. You know, and we just haven't seen that, and I start to wonder. I think this home run thing has turned into something that's affecting their hitting, because I feel like they're just trying to stroke home runs and not pass the bat and get hits. That's what I feel like is going on.
And sometimes that's a hindrance.
Yeah. It's that whole live and die by the 3-pointer in basketball, you know? It's just like
Example. That's what happened in Alabama.
you forget how to manufacture runs. You forget how to play small ball. Like, this is a team that always could play small ball as well as they could play power ball, you know? And it just seems like they don't have the small ball in them right now. All right, man. Well, let's get the hell out of here and put this stream to let's bury
Well,
this.
you're right about one thing. That actually sort of did help Alabama in a way.
Well, yeah, now y'all are tied with us.
So you might have got me a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you don't think for a second. It ain't just me. We all know. We all see it. So don't worry.
See what? See what?
You know what I'm talking. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not even gonna say it.
I do like Oklahoma. I do like Oklahoma.
That's not what I said. I never said you don't like. I know you like Oklahoma. That's not what I said. But you think you're being slick, and you're not.
Yeah, I am. I'm slick.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get the hell out of here. I'll holler at you.
Sign them off.
Later. Kiss my country